We're going to work on two ways to escape the side mount. The first way that we're going to be working on is called establishing the guard, getting your guard back. So our opponent is in side control. And one of the things we're going to have to do is we're going to have to use this arm, and we're going to have to put our elbow in his hip. That's what we're going to use to create space. Notice I'm stacking my legs with my knee touching his rib. That makes it a little bit harder for him to just jump over the mount. I'm going to block that. I've got good control here, keeping him in close, or I can cross face him and push him away from me, okay? Whichever one you're trying to do. This elbow comes in right here in this gap, and I post my forearm on his hip. Notice that I'm not way in here. Notice I'm not out here. I'm about halfway. I can bend my arm over his hip if I need to, but my forearm is posted on his hip. Now what I'm going to do from here to reestablish the guard, I always have to create space from this position to escape, always. So I use this shoulder and this foot to push up. I'm going to just reach this hand up toward the ceiling. So I'm here, I'm going to push up. With this hand, I'm just keeping his hips away. That's going to give me all the space that I need for this back leg, which is stacked right now. That knee is already in perfect position to come in. And I just want to touch my knee to my elbow. That's going to keep him away from me. He can't get any closer to me. Okay? So we're here. I've got it stacked. I gave him a good bump. And I bridge, I push out with this arm. So we're here. Boom. This elbow is in. It's touching my knee. Okay? So my knee is literally touching my elbow across there. That's going to keep him at least this far away from me. That's the space that I need to continue working. So we're here. This elbow comes in. This leg is stacked. I bump him straight up. I bump and pull in. As I do that, I like to use this hand to push over into the guard. Here, I just keep using my leg, my hand, to keep bumping around until I've established the guard position. One more time. This leg is stacked. This elbow is in on the hip. I bump with the shoulder. I bump with the forearm. Knee touches the elbow, and I use that to push all the way in to the guard. Okay? Let's look at that from a different angle. I've got my legs stacked. This foot is on the ground because that's what I'm going to use to bridge. This elbow comes in and creates space. I'm going to bridge and push up with this arm, pulling this leg in. Notice how it goes from right here. It's just going to go right in this gap whenever I create the space. So I'm here, I bump, create the space. Now, I just push all the way over to a guard position. One more time. We're here, elbow comes in, legs are stacked. I push up, create space, knee to elbow, and come in, into the guard. Just want to escape from the side mount. That's called establishing the guard or getting the guard back.